station up there. Ladies and gentlemen, I know you're all hungry. It's been an absolutely incredible couple of days. I don't know about you, but I know that these speakers that came in today and yesterday truly inspired me. I learned so much from every single one of them. Most days I was just sitting somewhere around you, sometimes even right up there, all the way in the top, feeling their energy, getting their content in, trying to learn from every single one of them because there is so much to learn. I've been living in Russia for the last few years, and I know that Russia, like other countries in the world, is going through some massive changes. We're not going through a crisis, I'm sorry. Crisis is either in here or in here. I believe if you think there's a crisis, you're reading the wrong news. My opinion is to create more news in your own life, to look for a solution where there is no crisis in your life. And at least for me, in my life, in the last 20 years where I've been involved in the business world, networking has always been the solution. Look for people who are being successful right now and look for people who are making money. Try to connect with people who believe in Russia right now. I believe in Russia very, very, very much. I'm married to a beautiful Russian woman. All of our businesses are in Russia. I hire Russian managers to work with us. Everything we do is because we believe in what's going on here. And if you do that as well, if you believe in Russia and if you believe in your businesses, all that you need to do is to network. Now, how do you network? This is why I'm here today. I only have 20 minutes with you, not as much as some of the other speakers do, so I will speak quickly. If you have any questions, come and ask me later on in the second floor in the networking zone. So without further delay, my quick pitch for you today is not just about how to network and where to network, but it's about how to do it authentically. As Keith was saying yesterday, try to be yourself. Try to come up with your own story. People really want to know who you are. They don't care what you do. People don't want to know what your job title is or which company you work for. They want to hear something of what you've done in your life. Tell me a success story. Tell me a failure story. Tell me your vision. So today, I'd like to share with you how you could do that. And I'd like to share with you why I do this. For the last few years, I've been playing around in different businesses, trying to understand what networking really meant to me. And I really understood it when I started looking for some other people in the world who taught me that when you love to service other people as much as I do, that's what life becomes really happy, and that's what I consider success. I love to service people. I'm here today, unlike some of the other speakers who got paid a lot of money, I don't need to get to be paid to be here. I love servicing people. I love seeing people connect and people flourish. This is how I earn my money in my life. When people grow around me, suddenly money comes from everywhere. I don't even look for it. So Albert Einstein, as you might all know him, has said, only a life that's lived in the service of others. Really, when I meet you, I think about you. I don't think about, are you my client? Or can I make some money off of you? No, I'm thinking, how can I be servicing you? How can I add value to your life? If I got 2 minutes in front of you, that is all I need to understand. Can I help you? Or can someone in my network help you? And when I listen to you, I'm listening to, can you somehow help me in my life right now? Or is there someone that I know that you can offer service to? And I believe if you want to do this properly in life, all you got to do is just be a tool. Be useful to people. Now, many people that I meet regularly in Russia don't know how to be useful. Maybe they're students, maybe they've been doing the same job in the same bank for the last 20 years, and now they want to become an entrepreneur and set up their own business. And they're like, Gil, I don't know anything except banking. I don't know what else to be useful to people for. What I'd recommend to you, if you don't know how to be useful to people, pick 5 people in your life that you like. 5 people that you like. Call them up, meet up with them, and tell them, I'd like to ask you a couple of questions that are quite personal, because I've been asked to do that by my coach, by my friend. I was asked to do that by this guy, Gil Petersil, who got on stage and told me I should ask 5 people, what useful things have I done for you in the last few years? And ask people that. People will tell you how useful you truly are. I guarantee that each one of you is very much of an expert in something. You don't have to be the top expert in Russia. You could be a top expert within your industry, or you could be a top expert within your company. You could be a top expert within your group of friends. You don't have to be the best in the world to be able to add value to people. I know that I'm not the best networker in the world, but I do believe that I'm one of the top ones. Yesterday you met up with Keith. Keith has been one of my role models, one of my teachers for many years. Yesterday I managed to speak to him for over an hour, one-on-one. That was like a dream come true for me. Did I ask for it? No. I added value. For the past year, I've been adding value to Synergy, trying to help the different teams that's trying to add value to Gregory, who you saw here on stage yesterday, finding out how I can be helpful to him without asking for anything in return. To be honest with you, I didn't even ask to be here today. I was asked to be here today. And I, of course, honorably and respectfully said, yes, of course, wow. It's an absolute honor for me to be up here. These guys that have been up on stage, they've been doing this for 20, 30, 40 years. I'm only 36, but I've lived around. I'm not American, some of you think. No, I'm from Israel originally, but I've lived in Canada. I got lost in England for many years. And in Russia in the last few years, I've learned so much on how important relationships are. How important your real story is. People really want to know your story. Next slide, guys. Clicker's not working. Your story is what has brought you here today. Your story is what have you been doing for the last 5 years, 10 years. What jobs have you had? What country have you visited? People don't want to just talk to you about business. People want to do some small talk. People want to talk to you about where you've gone on your last vacation. What passions do you have in your life? What are you thinking about doing next in your life? And if you're thinking about stories, if you're thinking about who should I be talking to, you need to know where they are potentially. And I call that networking priorities. Who do you need to meet? You all came here for 2 days. For you, business people, professionals, to take 2 days away from what you do for a living is not easy. It is not cheap. It is very expensive to be here for 2 days. Some of you have been on emails. Some of you step out of the room and do some work. I respect that. For me, networking priorities and understanding, if I'm going to take time away from my regular life and be somewhere else, why am I there? 50% of you are here to just learn. The other 50% are maybe thinking, I'm here to learn, but I'm also here to connect. Who do I want to connect with? When I speak to people about networking priorities, most people don't know what networking priorities truly are. Most people don't actually know what kind of people can you be meeting today. Is it just clients? Is it just investors that you're looking for? Or is it potential business partners? Maybe you're looking for a wife or a husband. It's a good place to find it. Maybe you're looking for nice people to speak to, just interesting people to share the same hobby as you. Moscow by itself has more than 2,000 clubs that you could join. The horse club, the yacht club, the car club, the business club, about 700 different business clubs. And some of them are really high level. Some of them are people that get together every week, every month. They're masterminds. They talk about how to help each other. They don't try to make business together. They talk about how to help each other. I'd like to help you understand how you could do that. And this is your window of opportunity right here. You came to this event for a reason. The person sitting next to you, behind you, in front of you, also came here for the exact same reason. I want more in my life. I want more opportunities, I want more growth, I want more relationships, I want more money, I want more success, and of course, I want more happiness. I want to feel happy in my life with what I have. And for me, that's connected to networking opportunities and the window of opportunity is here today. The window of opportunity is here. People around you are here for the exact same reason. They're the best people you could speak to. I already noticed that many of you have gone to the second floor to the networking zone, and you've put your cards up on the walls. Many of you, over 700 of you, were there yesterday for the speed networking event that we did. And people came up to me and like, wow, Gil, look, I met 50 new people, that's amazing. What should I do now? How should I follow up with them? And we gave them a few tips on how to follow up with them. But I want to give all of you now a little bit more on how you could do that as well. Collaboration is the number one most favorite word that I use. Collaboration, strategic partnerships, how to connect. How can I do something with you without actually doing business together? How can I add value to your life? How can I create benefits that you will be very happy with me? And that if you're happy with me and happy with me and happy with me, there's a guarantee that you'll want to make me happy as well. If you make introductions to people, most of you ask for something in return. Some of you, or actually most of you in Russia, are like, we don't make introductions. Why? Because our parents told us, unless we're 100% sure about two people, no, извините, пожалуйста, I'm not making an introduction here. I don't know. Or if you make an introduction, you're like, okay, I'm gonna make an introduction and I want 10%. Or if you make an introduction and something goes wrong, it's your fault. No, it's not. If you introduce two people, they do business, great business for 2 years. After 2 years, they fight, they break up. Is it your fault? If you introduce a man and a woman together, and for 6 months they go out, they have amazing passion and love between them. After 6 months they break up. Is it your fault? I don't believe so. I believe one of the greatest tools you have in life is that you have people around you. And one of the best things you could do is introduce them. This is how I became a magnet for many, many people around me. I've told you that I've lived in different countries. And you could check out more about me online, and I've set up a lot of businesses in different countries. And I only did that through introducing people. And then when I needed their help, I was able to call them up. When I opened up a restaurant about 4 years ago in Moscow, I didn't know anything about the restaurant industry, nothing. I had money from an investor, and I had a really cool idea to open up a healthy, organic-style restaurant. What I did for 3 weeks, I called everyone I knew who knew someone in the restaurant industry. And for 3-4 weeks, I had the best restaurateurs and some of the best chefs in Moscow meeting with me for coffee. I just said, I need 15 minutes of your time to ask you a couple of questions, if you don't mind, just to make sure that I don't fall and lose money, or I don't fall and someone steals money in the restaurant, or I don't make a mistake and I throw out a lot of food. I asked them to help me. Anyone would give you 15 minutes. Most of them ended up giving me 1 or 2 hours. So how do I do that? And I'd like to share with you my top 10 tips on what you could use today to make an absolute massive difference in your life. Feel free to take a picture. If you want these slides, I'm very, very happy to email it to you. Just go upstairs to the second floor and tell the team there that you want these slides to be sent to you. I'll send it to you или английский, или по-русски. Можно по-русски, когда я хочу. Немножко. Или иврит, можно иврит. On peut parler français aussi. Мой русский, not the best. So, top 10 tips. Always be thinking how you can help someone. You meet someone for the first time, don't be thinking, cute, not cute, sexy, not sexy, nice hair, nice dress, nice bags, nice watch, nice shoes. Don't be judging them. Thinking, listen to them, try to listen to them as much as openly as you can. If you're holding your phone in one hand and a coffee in another hand, you're not listening to them. You're being close to them. Have your hands open if you can. Ladies, stop holding your bags and a bottle of water. You're being close to people. Men, you're also holding your sumki and you're holding like a bottle of water or a phone. Stop being close. Be open to people. Allow them to come to you, and then you become a magnet. And when a lot of people want to come to you, a lot of people want to help you out. They want to add value to your life because they see that you're open to them. Be enthusiastic about what you do, please. If I'm going to come up to you and say, what do you do? Don't tell me, I work in an investment company, or, well, I'm working in a Gazprom, or I'm working in KPMG, or I'm working in MTS, and I'm a manager of marketing. Please have a little bit more energy. Please, a little bit. I'm not asking you to be like me. I like having energy. This is how I am in my life all the time. My name, Gil, in Ivrit means happiness. I'm a happy guy. When I'm not happy, I watch some happy YouTube videos, and then I become happy again. Happiness is a choice. It's a mindset. So when people talk to you about you, please show them a little bit of energy, because the words that you say are less than 10% of what they're actually listening to. If you speak with a little bit of energy, they will feel you, and they'll want to know more about you. Number 2 is focus on connections, new connections, and developing young relationships. Keith was saying it perfectly yesterday. Think about the top 5, 10 people in your life that you haven't seen in a while, and maybe discuss how we can develop that relationship. Maybe you see value in them. I've known people for years, and I didn't do anything with them, but every couple of months I sent them an email. Hey, how are you? What's new and exciting in life? Good luck with your new position. Hey, happy birthday. Hey, Merry Christmas. Just some people who you think are special. Not because you got to do business with them right now, because maybe in 1, 2, 3 years, that person is going to be in a position where you might want to add value to him because he's so high level, and if you add value to him, he can make a massive difference in your life. Manage your business cards. More than 50% of you in this room today do not have a business card. What is wrong with you? How do you come to a business event without business cards? How do I know this? because the wall upstairs, the networking wall, we gave you empty cards. We allowed you to take empty cards and put your name and information on it. And I could see on the wall more than 50% is our cards. How do you come in a suit, looking professional to a business event without a business card? Maybe some of you are like, no, I'm Russian. I keep it secret. I only give my phone number to some people. Yes, you have 1,000 phone numbers in your phone, and you haven't called any of them in the last 6 months. Sure, I connect with them on Facebook. Yes, you have 1,000 people on Facebook. You haven't spoken to them in 3 years. Exchanging business cards allows you to, number one, give respect to the person when you take their card. You look at it, you observe it. You could see the position, the company, you could see the logo, you could see where they are. Maybe they have an office in Moscow, Singapore, London, and Tel Aviv. You can understand a lot more about a person. I don't care what kind of business you have. All of you can print cards for 500 rubles very, very easily anywhere. And when you give someone a business card, please don't take your last one inside your wallet. Do me a favor, keep your cards in one pocket and everyone else's cards in the other pocket. Whether you have a suit or whether you have a bag, please don't take out everyone's cards and, oh, let me look for mine. I don't have mine. Don't do that, please. No one needs to see how many cards you've picked up. When you meet someone, they want to feel special. They want to feel that you are the person they're speaking to right now. I'm with you. I'm not with all these other people and I have everyone else's cards. They want to feel that you're giving them attention, even if it's just for 2 minutes. I know that people want to sell themselves. I know that people want to create some sort of a feeling that people want to buy something from you. But try not to oversell your product or your service. Try to allow people to feel your energy. Try to allow people to understand who you are and what value you can offer to them. And by doing that, you'll also learn how to end conversations. After 2, 3, 5 minutes of talking to someone today, you'll learn how to end the conversation. Really nice meeting you. I'd love to catch up again for coffee next week. How about we meet some other people today and I'll follow up with you by email? Or, really nice meeting you. Good luck with your project. I'm going to go get some coffee. You don't have to talk to someone for a half an hour today. You got one more day of networking. That's it. You got lunch now. End of the day, you're going home. Imagine the opportunities that are around you in this room right now. Introduce people, is what I said before, is one of the best things you can do. Be a bridge. By introducing people, you're doing 2 things. One, you can end the conversation. If you're talking to someone and you want to end that, you could say, let me just introduce you to someone else who might also want to hear about your business opportunities. And then you could step away from that conversation. Connecting 2 people together because you think they might have value to offer to each other is extremely useful. People would appreciate it and they will never forget it. You don't have to understand exactly how they're going to do business. And you don't have to understand how you're going to do business from that. You need to be understanding that I'm connecting 2 people together and I'm doing one of the greatest things out there. I'm giving them an opportunity to grow and flourish, which everyone appreciates. Practice, practice, practice is what you always need to do with networking. People like coming to me and say, Gil, can you coach me for 3 months? I'd like to become a networking master. And I have different programs that I offer people, whether it's coaching, whether it's one of our events. We have Global Networking Marathon. You can find out about it on the 2nd floor, where we teach people over 2, 3 days how to become networking masters. But it's like the gym. You can't go to the gym for 2, 3 days and then you're fit for life. You got to practice. Practice how you introduce yourself. Practice your storytelling. If someone asks you, hey, why did you get into this job? Or how long have you been working in this company and what made you decide to stay there? Or how come you decided to launch this kind of a project? You got to tell people a story. Keith was incredible yesterday telling you guys stories, emotionally connecting with you. If I had more time with you today, I'd tell you a couple of my stories. Why I'm doing networking today and why networking came to me through the art of disconnection. Being disconnected with people taught me to connect. Asking people open-ended questions. Why did you choose to get into this? What sort of projects are you involved in these days? Not do you like this seminar or not. What's the favorite part of this seminar today? What from what Brian Tracy said or Alan Pease or Gil Petersil or Keith Ferrazzi, what did they say that most inspired you? Remember your networking priorities, understand who you want to meet and why you're here. Share with people. This is the kind of people I'd love to meet today. If you know someone like this, maybe we can connect and you can let me know who that person is. And the key thing, number 10, is follow up, follow up, follow up. You're all going to get cards today. 98% of you are going to take those cards, put them at home, never touch them again. Please, connect with them on LinkedIn. Please, send them a short email. Nice meeting you. Let's stay in touch. You don't have to create a business opportunity. You don't have to have something to sell them. Nice meeting you. Just to remind you, this is what I do. And if you need something from me, feel free to reach out to me. Just say that to them. You could do a template email to all of them. Keep it simple. The bonus, keep one hand free, always. Keep one hand free to take out a pen. Keep one hand free to take out a business card. Keep one hand free to shake someone's hand. And if you are going to shake someone's hand, ladies and gentlemen, please keep your hands clean. No cream, no ponchik. If you eat a muffin, please don't shake my hand. If you're eating a cookie, don't shake my hand because your hand is all oily. And I'm not thinking about now, I'm like, oh, what was this on this hand, you know? I do not want to talk to you right now because you just put something on my hand. That's your bonus one. I'd like to give you a lot more, but unfortunately my time is up. Walt Disney is one of my greatest heroes, and he's always taught me that if you do something really great for someone, not only are they going to come back to see you, but they'll bring their friends with them. Think about your businesses. Think about what services you offer people today. And think about how great it could be if not only did your customers come back to you, but they brought friends with them. I'd love to hear from you again. This is a challenge that you have for lunch. So I'd love to see you upstairs, or you can eat and have this challenge with people. Share with them, what does success mean to you? Talk to people, hi, what's your name? What does success mean to you? And the second one, what goals? Brian was talking a lot about goals. Itzhak Pentasevich, one of my great friends, talks a lot about great goals in your life. What goals gets you up in the morning? If nothing gets you up in the morning, you gotta review your goals. This is your challenge during lunch. If you need help with that, come to the second floor and we'll help you out. If you wanna know more about me, connect with me. Don't just press connect on Facebook. Find a way to connect with me while I remember you. Come back and see us. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. If you want to add value to my life, two things. One, I'm looking for a business assistant, a PA / someone to help me out. If you know someone who's great, who wants to help me out in my life, please come and see me or just send me an email. Ask at gilpetersil.com. Send me an email, tell me why you want to work with me. The second thing is, please, find 2 people today that you have never met and try to help them out without thinking about anything they could do for you. Just ask them, tell me how I can help you. Tell me who I can introduce you to. That's it. Thank you very, very, very much. It's been an absolute pleasure and honor being here today. Good luck with your networking.